Hey military family and friends and everyone who supports our military. Thanks for tuning in on Topic Tuesday. I'm Miranda.
I'm Lauren. And on the phone we have my mother-in-law. She is an ex-Navy wife.
Hi.
No. Thanks, Mom. Okay, so Lauren here is going to tell us our topic for Topic Tuesday.
We're going to discuss problems at home with our soldiers in the field.
If you should share them or if you shouldn't share them. Okay, so do you want to start with what actually our soldiers said, or do you want to start or me start?
We can start with your mom.
Okay, Mom,
Yes.
how do you feel about discussing problems that you have at home with your soldiers in the field?
You shouldn't.
Why?
The free thing was done for civilians because it jeopardizes the safety of the soldiers.
Now, how was it back when Randy was in the Navy?
It's very different from today because you didn't have the technology then, the cell phones and the computer technology. There's a lot of information with relayed back and forth. I mean, even simple things like for me, it was the hot water heater broke and I had to mop the water. They used to monitor what you say. You couldn't say anything negative. Nothing negative.
So you think that the reason why that they don't, they're not as strict on it now is because of all the cell phones and how technology has advanced?
There's a lot of information that gets out there that really should not, like times of leave times, and like I said, if you relate any negativity to that soldier, he's honoring that, and he really needs to keep his head in the game and focus on what he's supposed to do.
Well, I definitely agree with you. I believe that we shouldn't say anything to our soldiers, not until they get home, because I know that I would want, my brothers and everybody's, husbands or brothers or sisters or wives to come home safe, because I think that they should focus just on themselves and worry about coming home instead of worrying about the problems at home when they gotta come home, or if they need to come home or something like that, because they know that they can't come home.
Right. And it not only jeopardizes your soldier, but it affects the whole troop, because they depend on one another to watch their backs and just be safe.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, what's your thoughts, Lauren?
Well, I agree with y'all, but then again, I agree with Matt Bentley. He wrote us and said, well, from my point of view, yes, I'd rather that my wife isn't hiding anything, not even the smallest things. A lot of the guys here have been screwed over like I have, and their mindset would be, well, if she's lying or hiding something so small, what else is she hiding? We don't need to be wondering what's going on at home or hearing from someone else that something's wrong. We want to know firsthand not from someone else. Plus, the Army supplies us soldiers with a ton of resources that may help, just some food for thought. And I'm one of them, by the way. I want to know if something is wrong or going on. I want to know what Lauren is thinking or feeling. It gives me a peace of mind. My family is what will bring me home. If my wife and kids are struggling or off, I need to know, because small things could easily turn into an even bigger one. And us soldiers need our happy family to bring us home. If they hide or keep it bottled up till we get home, that could turn into a divorce or something, or sometimes suicide. I want to know everything that goes on at home. I'll be able to handle anything. Don't hide anything from me, not even Athena's sperm donor's drama.
Okay, my point in that is, okay, I understand where he's coming from, yeah, but the thing is he talks about him coming home and things blowing up and possibly, divorces or suicide, but there's divorces happening all the time overseas because wives and husbands and stuff like that are cheating on their soldiers while they're overseas. And Two, when he comes home, I'd rather him come home, in my opinion, because I'd rather him worry about that and come home to dealing with it than being over there and having to deal with it and knowing he can't salvage his marriage, he can't fix, his relationship while he's over there. So, I can see where he's coming from, but I'd rather him come home and deal with it than.
I agree with both your mom and
I agree with that. You can deal with issues when you get home. But the main thing is to keep that truth safe.
yes.
And that communication, even the smallest of things, you may not think that it will affect them, but they feel guilt. They go to this guilt trip of thinking, I'm not there to fix that. I'm not there to do that. And you can share the moments of your life, but share the happy ones. And you can dump and unload when they get home. Because you really do. They think about everything. And what you want them to think about is the positive and what they're coming home to.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with some of the stuff Matt says, like Matt saying he has resources and he knows people. I can understand that. Like if you're having financial problems and you need help or something like that, or just like simple things like you need to find a doctor and you want to find a good doctor or something like that, and Matthew can hit those resources while he's there, that's awesome. Then help with that. But then again, I'm just worried about him constantly thinking about these things while he's over there, and what if he can't help? Because there's going to be a point in time when he can't help, and it's going to bother him because he can't be here to help and he can't send anybody to help. So yeah, I agree with both sides to an extent.
My problem is him constantly thinking that, I'm cheating or something.
Yeah.
That would get me.
Yeah, I can understand.
So, I kind of agree with him, but then again, I agree with your mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I can tell you when Nate was deployed and his dad and I divorced, we had both agreed not to tell him and let him know everything that was going on after he got home, because it does affect them.
yeah.
They will try to get you a phone. All they're thinking about is getting a hold of you, and maybe if there's problems or complications in the marriage, then they're going to be thinking about how they're going to get a hold of them. They want to talk to them. They want to resolve it. They want to know what's going on. And that's all they can think about. And that's not what they need to be thinking about. And they may want to know that and try to deal with it at that time, but it's not the best thing for them.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Mom, for coming on here for us.
No biggie. I love you.
I love you. Don't forget to comment your thoughts on this topic and with topics you'd like to discuss in the future on next Tuesday or any other Tuesday. Okay, Mom, you ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
We miss you,
Sergeant
Thank
Bentley.
you, Bentley.
I love you, Mom.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you all.
Love you.
Good kids.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye.